Warrior, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about big tech. So sit down, listen up, and listen good. It's very important. It affects each and every one of us, and it trickles down to our children, our grandchildren, to society as a whole. Listen, we're coming up to midterm elections, and there is no abating the influence that big tech is having on our government. And let me tell you why this is so important. Listen, big tech. I was in a meeting a couple of days ago and heard from a wonderful organization, Issue One, where they do deep dive analyses of what's going on, and they're nonpartisan, right? And they deliver the information, and they're not thinking right, left, any kind of political party. Remember, what we talk about at the Warriors belongs to no political party. These are human rights abuses, the exploitation of children and all people. But we've got 7 companies. Now you got to hear this. Hear me out. Alphabet, ByteDance, company of TikTok. Remember that? Let's go back. Alphabet, parent company of Google and YouTube. ByteDance, parent company of TikTok. Meta, parent company of Facebook and Instagram. Microsoft. OpenAI, the company behind AI Chat GPT. Snapchat. X, formerly known as Twitter. Between July and September alone, the tech giants, all 7 companies, spent roughly $16 million on lobbying, the highest total ever by these companies in any given year. Big tech's influence is increasingly expanding beyond Washington. They have, oh my goodness, one of the facts I stumbled over this is Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. They employ 1 lobbyist on Capitol Hill for every member of Congress. That is 87 lobbyists. Wow, each of them has, it's unbelievable. I'm stumbling over my own words here. So all of this is marking a growing tactic about the influence and the strategy and spending money. And it's playing out, read between the lines here. If you watch news and things online, it's playing out who's shaping and writing the rules. And not just how they're written, but things such as crypto. We're going into all of this. So Issue One detailed, it's really an expose on these tech lobbying tactics. We, at the Warriors, have known about it. So how do you fight those kinds of millions and millions of dollars when we're talking about children, we're talking about safety online? But they have spent so far this year, I'm looking for that, about $100 million. And we still have another quarter to go. The most amount ever spent. And you know what that tells me? Yes, it tells me they rule the roost. Yes, it tells me they are peddling that influence, but it also tells me that they're running scared. For instance, we have the Take It Down Act. We have pending the Kids Online Safety Act. We have a tremendous amount of you, warriors out there, parents, educators, nonprofits, members of the government who are fighting back, who are raising awareness about the harms to children. We want to leverage the internet for good. We don't want to shut it down. We don't want to attack anybody's privacy. But it's the only business, think about this, where there are no guardrails, there are no regulations. I mean, every other industry, tobacco, alcohol, let's just even say, you got to wear a helmet to ride a bicycle. You got to wear a seatbelt in a car. But this is just opening the front door, the internet, and it's the Wild West, and letting anybody. And that's where the predators have slipped in and are attacking our children. And big tech is getting away with it. So the fact they're spending this much money tells me they are running scared because they know we're pushing hard with COSA and more people in America are aware of this. But Meta continues to be the number one dominating this field, spending almost $20 million, okay? But this is just incredible that they're going this hard. And now we await the, happening this week, the announcement about TikTok. We've been hearing this, deadlines, we're getting rid of it, we're not getting rid of it, we're going to have an American buyer. TikTok, as you know, one of the number one platforms along with YouTube and Snap, especially for kids, under the control of China and parent company ByteDance, mentioned here in the Issue One report. And we still don't know, TikTok was never shut down or anything like that. I don't understand. We've had these harmful TikTok challenges, horrendous things, Benadryl challenges, subway surfing challenges, Kia car challenges, stealing cars and things like that. That was never shut down. And so I'm awaiting what is going to be the difference with this new TikTok, because I haven't seen any changes, just a lot of talk in the last few months. But this bite dance also, they also have an army of 42 lobbyists, so that's TikTok in Washington, roughly one for every 12 members of Congress. So you can see if Meta has a lobbyist for every 6 members, TikTok has one for every 12 members. What does this mean? Well, here's what we know it means: that big tech has spent years manipulating and shaping public policy, narratives, media, manipulating again, preserving its own power. It's always profit over people. And that is why we have to talk about this. You have to understand what's going on. You have to understand there are dangerous algorithms. You have to understand it's up to you in your own home to talk to your kids and even for yourselves that you are the product. There's lots of free information and there's lots of hope. So join us. This is the world we live in. We want to leverage the internet for good, but we do need some guardrails. We do need discussion. We do need facts and truths. And I leave you with this, with Kids Online Safety Act, which we are working very hard on. How much more do we have to see? We've had whistleblowers. We have had parents who've lost children. We have parents whose children have been harmed. How much more do we have to show to anybody to hold big tech accountable with a simple piece of legislation where it says there is a duty of care for the big tech company to take action against these harms? It's not what you read in the press or here online, because you know what? I just pointed out to you, big tech is spending millions to fight all of this so they continue having that profit, making that money. Kids Online Safety Act simply says, big tech, you're responsible for harmful content. Take it down on your end. And also, it does not inhibit, I just got off of a meeting a little while ago, any information searching. A child can search for any information they want, because this is a very common misconception that the LGBTQIA plus community, it may be their only place where they can search, research, meet like-minded folks, kids we're talking about right now, on the internet, and COSA will shut that down. Absolutely not. That's an outright fallacy. You will be able to search for what you want. The child, the teen, will not be fed the dangerous algorithm. So everybody should get that straight, okay? It simply puts a duty of care on the big tech companies, and don't feed our kids the dangerous algorithms that we know are harmful. Story after story piling up. Warriors, we have our work cut out for us, but anything worthwhile is always tough. So follow along, lynswarriors.org. Follow along. Thank you for your donations, your volunteering, your support, sharing the videos, sharing our tweets, sharing our Facebook, sharing our Instagram. Come along. We need all of you to really create this community. Creates change, which is our Warriors hashtag. And thank you always from the bottom of my heart. We do this to empower victims, to support survivors of all forms of exploitation. Don't let your child or grandchild be next.